Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Haribol. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivachakacharya Ashtottara Sat Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Prabhupada Anuga ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 8, Text 51. Tato Bhaktir Bhagavati Putri Bhute Janardane Dampatyor Nitaram Asid Gopa Gopishu Bharata. Please repeat. Tato Bhaktir Bhagavati Putri Bhute Janardane Dampatyor Nitaram Asid Gopa Gopishu Bharata. Tato Bhaktir Bhagavati Putri Bhute Janardane Dampatyor Nitaram Asid Gopa Gopishu Bharata. Tato Bhaktir Bhagavati Putri Bhute Janardane Dampatyor Nitaram Asid Gopa Gopishu Bharata. What is the context of this? Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. First, Tataha, thereafter, Bhakti Bhagavati, the cult of Bhakti, devotional service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Putri Bhute, in the Lord, who had appeared as the son of Mother Yashoda. Janardane, in Lord Krishna. Dampatyoho, of both husband and wife. Nitaram, continuously. Asit, there was. Gopa Gopishu, all the inhabitants of Vrindavana, the Gopas and the Gopis, associating with Nanda Maharaja and Yashoda and following in their footsteps. Bharata, O Maharaja Parikshit. Translation and purport. Thereafter, O Maharaja Parikshit, best of the Bharatas, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead became the son of Nanda Maharaja and Yashoda, they maintained continuous, unswerving devotional love in parental affection. And in their association, all the other inhabitants of Vrindavana, the Gopas and Gopis, developed the culture of Krishna Bhakti. Purport. Although when the Supreme Personality of Godhead stole the butter, curd and milk of the neighboring Gopas and Gopis, this teasing superficially seemed troublesome. In fact, it was an exchange of affection in the ecstasy of devotional service. The more the Gopas and Gopis exchanged feelings with the Lord, the more their devotional service increased. Sometimes we may superficially see that a devotee is in difficulty because of being engaged in devotional service, but the fact is different. When a devotee suffers for Krishna, that suffering is transcendental enjoyment. Unless one becomes a devotee, this cannot be understood. When Krishna exhibited his childhood pastimes, not only did Nanda Maharaja and Yashoda increase their devotional affection, but those in their association also increased in devotional service. In other words, persons who follow the activities of Vrindavana will also develop devotional service in the highest perfection. Om Tat Sat, Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nitinamane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Here is a shloka that I am reading. Our dear friend Yashoda, I'll read the Vatsan Munchan Kvachid Asamaye Krosha Sanjataha Saha Steyam Swadva Ati Attat Dhadipayah Kalpitai Steya Yogai Markan Bhokshan Vibhajati Sachin Nati Bandham Binnati Dravya Labhe Sagra Kupito Yati Upakroshya Lokan. Our dear friend Yashoda, your son sometimes comes to our houses before the milking of the cows and releases the calves. And when the master of the house becomes angry, your son merely smiles. Sometimes he devises some process by which he steals palatable curd, butter and milk, which he then eats and drinks. When the monkeys assemble, he divides it with them. And when the monkeys have their bellies so full that they won't take any more, he breaks the pots. Sometimes if he gets no opportunity to steal butter or milk from a house, he will be angry at the householders. And for his revenge, he will agitate the small children by pinching them. Then when the children begin crying, Krishna will go away. When the milk and curd are kept high on swing hanging from the ceiling and Krishna and Balaram cannot reach it, They arranged to reach it by piling up various planks and turning upside down the mortar for grinding spices. Being quite aware of the contents of a pot, they pick holes in it. While the elderly gopis go about their household affairs, Krishna and Balaram sometimes go into a dark room, brightening the place with the valuable jewels and ornaments on their bodies, and take advantage of this light by stealing. When Krishna is caught in his naughty activities, the master of the house will say to him, "Oh, you are a thief," and artificially express anger at Krishna. Krishna will then reply, "I am not a thief, you are a thief." Sometimes, being angry, Krishna passes urine and stool in a neat, clean place in our houses. But now our dear friend Yashoda, this expert thief, is sitting before you like a very good boy. Sometimes all the gopis would look at Krishna sitting there, his eyes fearful, so that his mother would not chastise him. And when they saw Krishna's beautiful face, instead of chastising him, they would simply look upon his face and enjoy transcendental bliss. Mother Yashoda would mildly smile at all this fun, and she would not want to chastise a blessed transcendental child. So, here it is mentioned that thereafter, O Maharaj Parikshit, best of the Bharatas, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead became the son of Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they maintained continuous, unswerving devotional love and parental affection. And in their association, all the other inhabitants of Vrindavana, the Gopas and Gopis, developed the culture of Krishna Bhakti. So, developing the culture of Krishna Bhakti is happening because of Krishna's presence and his expressing his love to Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. And because Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda had this great fortune of having Krishna as their child, Yashoda ka Mahabhaga. What is this great bhagya, fortune that Yashoda has? Pappo yasyam stanam harihi. That from her breast Krishna is able to suck milk. The supreme absolute truth, Krishna, is able to drink the milk of the breast of Yashoda. What is that great fortune that Yashoda has done? This is a question asked. And the answer given was that because they performed great austerities as Drona and Dara, they became Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, and they got Krishna as a son. But Parikshit Maharaj raises a question, is it so easy to get Krishna as a son that you perform some austerities, you will get Krishna as a son? There must be something more, because many people perform austerities. It's very easy to perform austerities. But to get the supreme absolute truth as your son, just austerities is enough. And then Shukadeva Goswami becomes excited. That means Parikshit Maharaj is hearing very carefully. He has followed, and he is telling, because this is the 10th canto, and he has heard a lot, the whole Bhagavatam till now. So he says, he becomes excited and he says, now I'll tell you why these two people are very, very special. You know who is Mother Yashoda? How special she is. Then he will relate this pastime of Krishna getting bound by Mother Yashoda. How is it possible that she is able to do this to him? So this is not an ordinary pastime. Because of this pastime, both are enjoying supreme bliss. Mother Yashoda is actually very anxious and disturbed, and also angry. Krishna is also angry, and he is getting punished, and he doesn't like it. It's humiliation in front of all his friends, and all the senior gopis are sitting and smiling because you came to the house and steal butter, and that time I could not catch you. Now they were all little smiling because you got caught in your own house. The best person to catch you is your own mother. Now you cannot escape. So they were amused. So all that put together made Krishna very angry. See, because he was always escaping. And like I read out to you now, it was a mixture of anger at Krishna, at the same time great love for him. Fascination, how beautiful he looked, what all mischievous things he did was something that they would like to watch. So they were all praying and thinking that I hope he will come today to steal in my house. I can get darshan. That is expectation internally. Externally they will say that why did you do that? Very bad, mischievous. So all these things, mixture of all sorts of opposing emotions were going inside. And because of that they were feeling very rich, filled with all sorts of emotions. So this person called Krishna, he induces so many emotions in you. He makes you a little angry, then he plays mischief, then he makes you attracted to him, then he'll do something so nice and sweet that you become attached to him and you gift him, and the next moment he will do something very bad, then you'll feel very angry with him. So he gives you so many emotional experiences, one after the other, and every one of that is very fresh, and every one of that is exciting. So they like him. Whatever he may do, this person is exciting, is transcendentally exciting. So they become very attached to him. So this is the meaning of saying that the culture of Krishna Bhakti spread, because everybody was enjoying. So in that, although Yashodama looks very disturbed, angry, my son has become like this, he's very cheap, he's very mischievous, and he's doing these things. And what will happen to him? His behavior is bad, I must teach him a lesson. She is absorbed with transcendental love, thinking like this out of care for Krishna, interest in Krishna, caring for him. So here it is mentioned that when a person is in deep love with Krishna and he is serving Krishna, any type of emotion he has is all transcendental, including his anger, including his irritation, and all that, it's all transcendental. Why? Because it is happening for the sake of Krishna. And it is happening in a relationship with Krishna. So in a relationship with Krishna, everything is absolute, even your anger. So that's explained here in the purport. Sometimes you may see that a person while serving Krishna is disturbed. You must understand that that person is having a very good transcendental enjoyment. Why? He is engaged transcendentally. He may be disturbed, he may be angry, he may be elated, he may be sad, he may be depressed, so many things. But it is all happening inside Krishna consciousness. It is not the same type of anger like outside. Hanuman got angry and he set the whole Lanka on fire because his tail was set on fire by Ravana. He got angry that you stole Sita. You won't return Sita. You're so adharmic, you're so low class. And I'm coming to you and telling you as a messenger, please do this. And you won't listen. Instead you set my thing on fire. I'll show you what I'll do. He set the whole of Lanka on fire. Right? Is this anger ordinary material anger? For his sake, for his false ego being disturbed? Oh, you set my tail on fire. It's burning. I'll show you what. No, there's no mention of that. In fact, it seems he did not feel the heat at all. Because Sita Devi gave special blessing. Agni was specially blessing him. That although his tail was lit up, he never felt the heat. He never felt the heat. Nothing damaging happened to him. So therefore there's no question of him feeling angry. Right? So it is mentioned like that when a devotee is actually absorbed in his devotional service, for satisfying Krishna, for making Krishna happy, within that he does feel anything, one should not judge him materially. One should not judge him materially. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai ki. Some extracurricular sounds are coming. This is not in the syllabus for today. Therefore, Drona and Dara, they actually, on one side, to convince people who read the Puranas with some conditioned feelings and everything, to make them inspired to perform austerity, detachment and all that. These things are being mentioned. Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mai are eternally Krishna's father and mother, and always in a parental relationship with him, in Vatsalya Rasa, and enjoying those pastimes. Similarly, all the Gopas, similarly all the Gopis, all of them are very exalted, and they are in a very, very high class devotional rasa and relationship. These are not to be considered ordinary. These are fully transcendental feelings. That's why it is mentioned that one must not judge a Vaishnava. Vaishnava Kriya, that is the actions of a Vaishnava and his dealings should not be judged materially, because we never know what is each one's relationship and what bhava, what mood is each one actually performing. Especially for those in Vrindavana, this is very special and unique. So in this chapter here it says Lord Krishna shows the universal form. Krishna, because he is a Supreme Lord, is able to juggle and give pleasure. Vrajajana Ranjana. It's very important to know that Krishna wants to please the Vrajavasis. He wants to give them happiness. You can't give them happiness by giving anything material to them. They don't care for anything. They just want only Krishna. They'll be satisfied only with Krishna. So he gives himself to them. And while giving himself to them, it is not that he is simply standing there. For us, Krishna is standing here, because we have not yet related even with this much. We are not able to relate even with this much. But there, they want much more than just Krishna standing. They take part in his pastimes, have active dynamic relationship by acting for his satisfaction. And he reciprocates by playing inside that and creating these amazing bhakti emotions. So there's a lot going on there in Vrindavan. It's very dynamic. If you look at it in a material way, you will never understand the extent. If you simply see only in terms of hearing a story, you can hear it once and twice and say that I already heard the story, what more is there? But for people who are enjoying the bhakti rasa, they will hear the same story again and again and again and enjoy more and more. they'll enjoy more and more. That's why the experience of Katayantas chamam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Krishna is saying that they will repeatedly hear and they will again and again enjoy it. Because these are not ordinary stories. They are mixed and, with the complex combination of many rasas and emotions. And all those things are being enjoyed by both Krishna and the devotees in Vrindavan. Right? So that's why it is read and it is analyzed how there are different types of feelings and different types of emotions. Like in this chapter, it's called Krishna shows his universal form. Normally Krishna shows universal form to people who don't believe he is a supreme absolute personality of Godhead. Especially those who are very stuck up in the material greatness. Through material greatness he shows them that I am God. He showed that in the Bhagavad Gita. You will see that he shows this to Arjuna, because Arjuna asks for the sake of proof. In the future people will say that what you spoke, unless you show it in audio and in visual, people will not hear, will not be convinced. So he showed the universal form. And Prabhupada comments that this is not an eternal form in the spiritual world. It is only meant for people who don't have faith or too materialistic, to make them convince them about God. But the Lord will show his universal form in Vrindavan. It's a different purpose. There is nobody there to convince that I am God or something. They all know that you are God and they don't talk much about it. They are involved in something much more than Krishna's identity as God. They are involved with Krishna as Krishna. They are in love with Krishna. So it doesn't matter Krishna's official position in the world, that he is God. Doesn't matter. So Krishna is more than God. He is a supreme personality. That aspect is what they are absorbed in. So here it is, Yashoda is so absorbed in her son in Vatsalya Rasa. Krishna throws in a little confusion to increase the rasa, anxiety of his mother. You see, when in the bank of the Yamuna they are all playing, they'll see Krishna is eating mud. It's a very amazing thing for a person to do. If you go to our Goshala, you'll see the calves sometimes eat mud. So he puts a covering on their nose. And I asked him, why are you doing this? He said, eating all the mud and everything, their stomach will get spoiled. So why don't you give something to eat? You're not yet fit to eat. When I only drink milk. So you will see that sometimes kids will eat anything available. But he was a little grown up. But he was eating Yamuna mud. Purposely. This is a leela he's doing. So they don't eat mud. Why are you eating mud? The boys now will tell, don't eat mud. But he kept smiling and eating the mud. It's creating a confusion in their minds. And then Balaram came and said, stop it. Don't eat. In spite of that also he ate. Elder brother came and said, don't eat mud. He also ate. It's creating a confusion. Then they came back home in the evening. Then the Gopas went and told Mother Yashoda, this thing, he eating mud. Because it's a shocking thing for them. The normal people don't do that. There's a nice tiffin box filled of nice food stuff and all that. But he was eating mud. So they went and told, Ma, he ate mud, Yamuna mud. And then another Gopa also comes and he ate mud. And then Krishna looking at them angrily, complaining about me. Wait, I'll show you. Like that. And then mother looking at him and said, you eat mud? I don't eat mud. Why eat mud? As usual, he knows how to keep his mother's attention, exploits her affection and says, I did not eat mud. I got a full tiffin box full of so many wonderful things. Why will I eat mud? Then Balaram came and said very seriously, no, he ate mud. This is confirmation, authoritative. So now she became very disturbed because she's a brother telling, no, what they are telling is correct, he ate mud. This is a very interesting conversation in the Bhagavatam. So she'll become disturbed. Just like she became disturbed when she saw that he has broken the pot, gone into the storeroom, fed the monkeys and made a ransacking the event there and gone, and she became very disturbed. This boy, if he grows up like this, is very bad. Now she became disturbed. Why are you eating mud? What is wrong with you? My gosh, you lift the heel on a little finger, then you eat mud, you steal butter. You keep me so busy and anxious. So she's worried. Any mother will be very worried. Son eats mud. I've given so many nice things. It will be very shocking. So she said, you ate mud? He said, no. Open your mouth. I want to see. You want to see? I will show you. You want to see my mouth and you want to see mud. Actually, there is no difference between the mud and me. Come from me only. Right? What is the difference between me eating mud? It's all coming from me. There's actually no difference. You want to see my mouth? Yes, you can see. And whoo, he showed inside that out of mischief. Let's now, do something more to my mother. She's already very anxious. So open the mouth. My God, saw universal form of the Lord in the mouth. You see that famous painting, very beautiful painting of Mother Yashoda, seeing and getting shocked. What is this here? I thought it is mud. Now it is something even more than mud. I can see the entire cosmos. I can see the whole creation inside my mouth. And it's shocking his mother. And she says, why are you doing this type of things? I asked you to open your mouth, and inside your mouth also so much of anxiety. What is this inside your mouth? You see the entire planetary system and the universe and all the planets and more than mud. Right? The mud is this only. It's me. It's a material creation coming out of me. So she became very shocked. And she closed his mouth and said, my son, and hugged her immediately. Hugged him immediately. I don't know all these things. I just know that you are my son. Out of affection, after seeing this, she embraced Krishna immediately. Krishna was intensely giving her an experience. You're my parent, no. You will really worry about me. Because you have so much love for me, you worry a lot about me. So when Yashoda is worried about Krishna, she is embracing Krishna and said, my son, like that, you are my son. Whatever great you may be, you do this. I know only you as my son. So these emotions, these feelings are intense. In fact, in life, most people are after these small emotions. They'll do anything for that. A good relationship. That's what people are looking for. The husband is working very hard, earning money, bringing home nice gifts and everything for his children, for his wife. And he wants to see them happy. And he wants to reciprocate. Them saying, thank you very much. I am very happy to receive this from you. I like you. I love you. All these things are what people are waiting for. These are the simple relational emotions that people work hard for in life. This is normal human being, unless you are an abject materialist who, denies these emotions and in a very artificial way is simply after some material success. Those people are blocks of wood who don't show any emotion but just achievement, success, money, progress, GDP going up and those type of things. That is a Western model. everything about this sense gratification and this. But they forget simple humane values and relationships. Those values they lose, and they lose the juice of life. But you'll see in traditional households, these small nice things are what make up life. Most of the ceremonies and functions and all have got to do with bringing out these nice feelings and emotions in human society. Small things, very small things is a big program. My father has turned 60. We are having a big program at home. And if you go there, you will see all relatives get together and expressing their love and emotion. There is Abhishekam for him, there is Homa, Yajna. Everybody comes and sings his glories, and he feels very much obliged in relationships and everything. They bring him gifts and they tell him, you live long, and they say all sorts of things. He feels cared for, he feels belonging to a big community, a family, and many things happen to him. This is a filled, value-based relationship. And he will do anything for that. He will do anything for that security, that emotional security you get because of belonging to a family. And everybody in the family has a stake in it. Everybody is investing common in that pool. And in that pool becomes intense. This is family. And then each one of those families are invested in a community. And in that community, you find everybody is together helping each other in families. This way it becomes filled with emotional value, relational value. Then human life is very rich. This is rich living, very high class living. This was what was going on when the Mughals invaded India and other great invasions came to India. They don't live like this. They don't have this culture. This is Vedic culture. Varnashrama, and every small thing there is Chudakaranam. My son's, name giving ceremony, hair growth first shaving. A big program. Hey yaar, what is this? I just go to the corner barber shop, no one comes with me, nothing. I just go and finish it and come. Why are you making such a big fuss about it? People wonder. For everything you have some ritual, they say. It's not ritual. If you look at it just like a ritual, you'll stop doing it. It's not a ritual, it's a ceremony. It's a type of karma. And that creates a consolidation, a solidarity in relation. And people enjoy those emotions. That's what life is about. Then, slowly these people came, invaded and said, what are you guys doing? Worshipping the cow. Eat the cow. Don't worship the cow. We come from that barbaric, this thing. Very different, highly sophisticated, rich community. And then you have barbaric, worshipping the cow. Cut the neck here and eat it off. And you guys, so you see the diametrically different type of a culture. That culture comes inside, barbaric people. And they come and ransack this whole culture. Such a brash, brutish attack. Not physically alone. Physically also they did. Breaking the temples, idols, everything. But the greater impact was on the emotions, the soft side of people, the culture. Massive attack. Prabhupada speaks about this. And he says, they will suffer for this. He talks about the British in one lecture and says, they will suffer for this. Destroying culture very deeply. Entering into the psyche and saying what you're doing is wrong, it is stupid, it is not to be done. This is what is to be done. What we are doing is the right thing to do. In this way, all of our nice, pure sentiments, humane values. What to speak of devotional values? I'm not speaking about it. I'm now speaking about humane values in human society and the rich design it has in Varnashrama, and which is meant for enjoying and appreciating these emotions. Only when those type of emotions are there will you be able to appreciate these type of emotions. In Vrindavana, which are all completely devotional emotions, transcendental emotions, right? So it is a map of that. You live in the material world and you have similar emotions required because originally you had it with Krishna and in the big community of Vrindavan devotees in the spiritual world. Same mapping here to be a little more cultured. But if you destroy that mapping, destroy that indigenous culture and the relational feelings and emotions, everything to do with it, you just become a block of wood. You just become emotionless. You just become so abject material. And you just start working like a robot. And that's what exactly is happening. So when we talk of these very high emotions in Vrindavan, sometimes you're not able to appreciate it. What's a great thing about it? It's because your sensitivity for these relations and emotions and bhavas and rasa is totally lost, damaged, bulldozed, and you don't have any value for it. So human society is set up in such a way that these emotions are valued and the real human being will come out. The conscious human being will come out. He is sensitive towards another's emotions, feelings, and he can understand what is being expressed as an emotion and feeling, because people are generally good. They are generally part and parcel of Krishna, so they'll all be good only. Mamaivam sa jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana. They are by nature good because they are part and parcels of Krishna. But they have come to such a low status. Their consciousness is pulled down to such a low state because of this bulldozing of their consciousness with all materialistic cultures, that this bhakti culture is lost. Humane culture is also lost. Even before, you talk about bhakti culture, first be a human being, then only you can talk about bhakti. You don't even have humane culture. That is why civilization means having varnashrama. At least having the basic understanding, I am spirit soul, I am not this body, and we should all live together and together worship the Supreme Lord and go back to Godhead. So this is a high value, highly relational, emotional setup in human society, meant for climbing on to the next level, like is mentioned in Vrindavan. Okay, so bhakti culture in Vrindavan is what Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada wanted to introduce and is introducing in the material world. Similarly, you can. So most of our communities that we developed, Kovai Chandra community, is based on these type of rich emotional and relational understanding amongst devotees. We should not simply read all these things without understanding how they are practically valuable to us. Right? These are the type of communities that were existing before, and they were ransacked, they were destroyed, they were invaded, and they were really ruffled. So what you see in India now, because Indians have that culture, which is very deep, you can't destroy it so easily. So there is some vestige of it still now, and therefore you will see some aspects of it still there. But Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada wanted to revive that fully, and that is why he started the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, a place where everybody will model that type of bhakti culture and live it responsibly, although there may be many challenges, and show the world that this is what we should be doing. Right? So this is what Shukadeva Goswami is trying to tell Parikshit Maharaj by relating these incidents. Don't think that this Yashoda Mai is an ordinary person. Is not just an ordinary human being at all. She is not even an ordinary devotee. It's an super extraordinary person. very close to Krishna. Nemam virincho na bhavo na shirapi anga samshayaha prasadam lebhire gopi yattat prapa vimuktidat. Very beautiful shloka in the Bhagavatam says, na imam virincho na bhavo na shri. That neither Brahma nor Shiva, virincha na bhava, bhava means Shiva, na Sri nor Lakshmi also has got such attention and mercy from Krishna like Yashoda got. Not even Lakshmi. A very strong comparison. This is mentioned in the Bhagavatam. Ne imam virincho na bhavo na Shri api anga samshaya. Although she is situated on the chest of Krishna, she also did not get so much mercy like Yashoda got. Prasadam lebhire gopi means labha. Prasadam means mercy. The mercy gained by this elderly gopi called Yashoda. Yattat prapa vimuktidat. Vimuktidat. Because it's highly devotional. Nobody got it so much. So don't think this pastime is some ordinary thing happening. It is a pastime enacted by Krishna to give Yashoda the highest pleasure in relation of Vatsalya, parenthood. This is the way to understand the rich culture of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, we have to model human society to as near a culture as possible. That is Bhakti culture. International Society for Krishna Consciousness is meant for spreading that culture and for making people bring them together on the basis of this culture. It is mentioned by Prabhupada in the 7 purposes to bring people together on the basis of this. So we are trying humbly here to do this in a family of devotees, many families of devotees, so that we'll all be together on the basis of keeping Krishna in the center. It says that if you keep Krishna in the center and relate with him, this bhakti culture will spread. Okay? Om Tat Sat. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any question or comment? Is there a mic or something to give to people a question? Oh. Just be simple. So, you know the difference, no? Between simplicity and hypocrisy? Because you're asking this question. So just opt for simplicity. Don't be hypocritical. It's a choice. What's the difficulty? That what? And so you have to mix with those people who do that. If you mix with people, you're going to work every day, no? So whole day you're mixing with another type of people. So that will rub on you. Isn't it? Yes or no? Yeah, you know everything actually. There's no magic pill I have got that will tell you, is it so? Here, take this 2 doses every day in the morning and 2 in the night, everything become all right. It's not, I don't have a solution like that. Actually, you know the problem and you know also why the problem is occurring. Am I right? Yeah, so go do it. It's only about doing it. Everybody at some point of life, if not in this life, in some life in your existence in this material world, you have to make that decision. The slower you do it, the more time you will take. It's all about making a decision and sticking to it. It's not big rocket science. It's not so difficult to do. It's very natural for the human being to be attached to God. It's the most natural thing. It's more natural than you being attached to your mother and father. It's even more natural. That's Krishna is saying that in Bhagavad Gita. Pitaham asya jagato mata data pitama. I am your mother, I am your father, I am your grandfather also, forever. Not this mother and father you have got now in this Janma. I have always been your father and mother. Why don't you show your affection to me? Why? Ask yourself this question. Krishna consciousness is challenging you with this very basic foundational question of who are you, why you are doing what you are doing. You must live life with meaning and purpose. Ask yourself this question, who are you, why are you doing what you are doing? What should you be doing is mentioned here. So do it. If I bring gulab jamun in front of you and say Mahaprasadam, what do you do with it? Do you look at it and keep watching it? It's very nice. It's golden brown. It shines. It smells very nicely. Is this what you're going to do? Prabhu Prasadam. What do? You know what to do, no? What is it you'll do? Put it in your mouth and taste it and eat it. How come you know that? Have you to be told how to do it? Prabhu, please take this, put it in your mouth, taste it. How does it feel? Please record it. Do I have to tell you all these things? You do it naturally. Actually, Krishna consciousness is even more natural than that. So, what's the problem? I put the problem back on you. Any other question or comment? Yeah. Godhead means, have you seen fountain? You've seen the main fountain in the center? It's called fountain head. Many come out of it. Many holes it's got. You seen that? So Godhead. Many gods come out of it. Many devatas come out of that. Aham adirhi devanam. Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, no? But he is the main. Aham adi deva. I am the original Godhead. From me come many. Janmadhyasya yatah. So it's called Godhead. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna.